Hello students. So today I kind of have this type of insights during my training. So this is a plan in my Excel sheet that I kind of create a whole week of training to myself for doing at home. Okay, so during the practice, I kind of had a lot of insights into my head, and this is kind of a philosophical episode and a training episode for my English skills. And the most important in this video right now is to talk to you and kind of make clear for myself the ideas that I'm having in this moment. So what is the theme? So the theme is I'm doing kind of burpees exercise, a kind of aerobic exercise when you move a lot of your body. And I thought in a situation when I'm having a bunch of friends together in a bar or in some places, and we are talking about philosophical themes. Okay, so we are in my confabulation. We are thinking about what is the most important skill, the more important goal, the more important attribute of a human being. So a kind of a philosophical, so this kind of things happen a lot to me, and I assume that happens to you too, because you are students, and a lot of times we are in a classroom or someplace else, and we just kind of fly away our thought. This action we do is called free association. When we think about we are not thinking in the precise concept of thinking that you make your mind go into a direction. You kind of in a bark, in a canoe, when you're just letting the thoughts kind of flow with its own motions. Okay, you're kind of being moved by your own thoughts, and you're kind of a observant, not in actually a kind of, is not you that moving your thoughts, it's kind of your thoughts that move by its own. Okay, so I have this episode, and I thought about what is this attribute of a human person. And in my confabulation, in this story that I'm thoughting when I'm doing my exercise, this exercise right here, mountain climber, the name of this exercise. So I was thinking about, and my persona in this movie say a thing that I'm a lot interested, and I want to share that with you today. So what the Adriano of my movie thought. So what is the most important thing of a human being? And I think that the most important thing is the consistent part of the character of a person. So this is for me, for the person that I'm acting in that dream-like thinking process. The thing that I thought that was the most important for a human being was the virtue of consistency. And I thought in that dream, I'm gonna stop explain that a dream, not exactly a thought that I sit down and write. So you now understand that when I'm talking about that, I'm doing the thought around this free association that I had a few minutes ago. Okay, so what I thought was the most important skills, the most important virtue of a human being is the consistent virtue. And why? Because look at that idea. So think for 1 second, what is God for you in an image-like manner. So this independent if you is or not a believer. I'm not a believer, but the idea of a God, think about that for just 1 second. And if you do, you kind of feel this strange feeling, because there is no actually a image that you can relate to think about God. So if you think about Sheena, the princess world, the war princess, you can think about her. If you think about Krishna, you can think about the image of the goddess, the god. So, but for the Christian God and others parallels, you cannot think about an image that can correlate with the Almighty God. And this is because the idea of the God is like that. You think about a good guy or a good girl. You know. So this good guy has a lot of virtues, a lot of things that you see in his behavior that would be good if more people had in their own lives. So you kind of extract for this John guy, who is a really good guy, and extract the virtues of Joanna girl, and you had this mashup of virtues that is good virtues. So the ideal of justice, the ideal of consistency, the ideal of being good, being happy, being, I don't know, all those those virtues that you think that if more people had, our society would be better. You extrapolate, not extrapolate, but you take that virtues from all the peoples and all the peoples in history as well, and you formulate a mashup, a ball of the ideal. So you gave a name of this ideal God. So God is a light in the end of the tunnel. God is a impossible goal to achieve. God is all that is good. So God is this impossible person, and you are trying, look at that. You are trying to look at God, but it's kind of impossible because God is this, all those virtues mesh up together. So you cannot think about a God because you only can conceive an idea when it is specific about a topic. So you cannot think about God because it's this mashup of things. So why consistency is the most important skill for me. And I think that if you look at God in this way, so this perfect human being, this impossible person, but this north that we want to strive on, because if more people had the ability, these skills, these abilities, virtues that God has, the world would be better. So consistency is the idea that you will improve every day. So for me, consistency is the most important skill, because if you understand what I just say and think that your life would be better if you were more close to God in this way that I explained that you are now, tomorrow you can move one step toward this God. So tomorrow you could be more virtuous on the way that you act toward your son or your daughter, your wife or your girlfriend, toward your books, toward your skills, toward your habits, toward your health. Do you understand that the idea is you can be better, and the most better human being would be God, but is an impossible human being. So the utility of the idea is to be a north, a goal to try achieving. So the existence or not of God, of Christianism, is not really important in these terms, because is the extraction of good virtues that we think is good for the world inside one individual. And this individual is the image of what is the good and what I as an individual want to become, but I cannot become that. So my only goal is to be consistent, is to move up one step today, and tomorrow one more. So consistency is the most important skill, because if you move one step at a time, one day at a time, you will be so much better. So this is my free association when I was working my body, and I'm not capable of making my brain go blank, and I thought about that, and I thought that it's really interesting to think about that, and I want to share with you the idea. If you understand this shitty English that I'm talking here, and you want to share your ideas, you can put that on the comment below. And if you want to this kind of a channel, this part of the channel, continue comment below to make a thumbs up for me, subscribe to this channel, and I see you in the next video. Thank you very much. I see you. Keep your studies on day, keep your journal on day, so in the end of your day, make your notes, and keep your body healthy and strong and flexible, and all those things that you know that you need to do. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.